Hello, my name is Peter and I run the Railway Club at Bronte House School. Now this railway is absolutely superb. It's almost unique in the country. There are very, very few school railways, so this one is a national treasure. It's 60 years old. It was built by a previous headmaster, Mr. Foster Watson, in the 1960s, and it's been lovingly maintained over the years by a guy called Terry Pillsworth, and he was asked by Mr. Foster Watson to look after the railway for him when Mr. Foster Watson retired. Now recently, Terry carried out an amazing upgrade of the railway, and it's now working superbly well. So, every Tuesday during term time, we run Railway Club, and it's a fantastic time. It's an after-school club, and we have a lot of enthusiasm from the young people who come and help to run the trains. Now, as for the railway itself, you can run 6 trains at once. We've got 5 large loops running round, and you've also got a special sidings area with a separate controller. It's what we might call an old-fashioned type of railway, not the new digital sort. It's the traditional sort of railway that many of us were used to in the 1960s, what we call Hornby or Triangle. So it's a mixture of different types of train. And it really is worth seeing. Now here we are, we're running all the trains at the same time. You can see the main train station there and trains coming round. Now there you can see the sign, Apperley Bridge and Rawdon. Now that is a superb asset for this school to have. That sign came from the old original Apperley Bridge station, Apperley Bridge and Rawdon station, which closed in 1965, and it's a real treasure. The only other sign like that is in the Bradford Industrial Museum, so it is a real treasure. Great for the school to have it. So we're running the various trains round. You can see the Flying Scotsman going round there. She's one of our most special engines. And yes, we can run 5 different trains at once, so you'll see a variety. There's Hogwarts Castle, the red one on the top line there. Recently, some work was needed to the railway because we have a tunnel, and it was quite difficult with the tunnel getting into it and re-railing the trains and repairing the track. So over the Christmas holidays, the most recent Christmas holidays, Terry Pillsworth came in and he did an absolutely amazing job at reconstructing the railway and giving it a new lease of life. And it's here now for the long term. So we're very much all looking forward to getting back as soon as possible to running this wonderful railway again. And we very much want to encourage everyone who hasn't yet been, from years 3 upwards, to put their names down to come and help run the trains, because it would be great to have some young assistants who are able to help out with the actual running of the railway, particularly for the younger children who come. We've got a lot of different models on it, a lot of different locomotives. Again, there you can see the Flying Scotsman going round, and also one of the other trains going round, one of the smaller trains. The room is right at the top of the school if you haven't visited it. It's what we would call an attic room. It's where the music rooms are as well. It is an incredible location, and you'll see all the scenery there, which has been beautifully built by Terry over the years. Look at all the trees there. And now we can see a freight train going round with a diesel in charge of it. And it's been a lot of work to get the trains all running really well, but now that they do run well, and as you'll see from this film, They can keep going round, and they don't come off the rails, and it's all working very well. The railway has to be tested regularly for safety to make sure that it passes the electrical tests, and of course it's very important to note it's not a toy. The models which run are fragile, so part of the club activities are to remind our young people that these are quite precious and expensive engines which need to be looked after very carefully. But our children soon get the message, and what we try and do is we sort of predict any dangers. We do hazard risk assessments on the trains or on the lines, just to make sure that the trains run as smoothly and safely as we would expect trains to run in reality. So it's very important to imagine that within our model trains, we've got actual passengers going round, so we don't have crashes. That's the most important thing. There are very clear rules. We share the running of the trains, and absolutely most importantly, no crashes, because that's when damage occurs. Because some of these trains are as old as the railway, which means they are 60 years old now, these models, these electric models, so they do need to be looked after carefully. And all around the room you will see there are also posters and information about heritage railways. Of course, near Appley Bridge we have the wonderful Keighley and Worth Valley Railway, and quite a few of the posters on the walls show the various activities that go on at the Keighley and Worth Valley Railway. And there you can see one of the intercity trains, and below it you can see the small tank engine train with its coaches, which look a little bit like Annie and Clarabelle in Thomas the Tank Engine. Then we've got the fast French diesel service running round on one of the main lines. It really is a splendid railway, and I would encourage you to come and have a look at it. I'm very happy to show it once we are able to get back to school, so let's hope that can be very soon indeed. All the best. Goodbye.